Hey, all you princes and princesses out there. This is Sleepless Illustrator with another video this week. And like I always say, if you haven't read the title, right now we're going to be drawing Snow White. I feel like I think it'd be a bit of a very appropriate given the kind of week. I'm going to get started. But yeah, if you guys haven't heard that we got the latest Snow White from... look, guys, I'm not going to get into the controversy of this movie. You make of it what you will. I didn't go see it. To be fair, guys, I don't really remember that. I mean, I know it's like a timely classic of the original, but and I would have gone to see this one, but if it weren't for certain things, and honestly, guys, this is all I will say about this movie, the new one. And before I get into just the drawing, I would have gone to see it if it was just a good movie. I just don't think it's a good movie. I don't care about people's politics and movies and stuff like that. There are plenty of people I disagree with, guys, but I'd still go see the movies if it was a good movie. So that's all I'll say about that. So go see it. Write in the comments what you guys think. I mean, I'm just not hearing good things. So, but it's up to you. Anyway, let's get back to the drawing at hand. The focus, guys. I'm just gonna be drawing, or I'm trying. I don't want to get too much in the details, guys. Cartoon characters are very hard. I used to draw them a lot, guys. And Disney characters have a special uniqueness to it, guys. The Disney animators. So bear with me. I'm gonna attempt to try to do this in as quickly as I can, but because guys, Disney characters are always bubbly. They're always bright and chipper and happy, and that's kind of always been Disney's forte. That's kind of where they kind of lost that if you guys, especially with all these live action remakes and stuff that just don't capture the initial essence, I guess, whatever you want to call it, of each fairy tale that they. So that's just my opinion. Because when I was learning to draw, guys, Disney was always on the was the king of animation, guys. So anyway, like I said, guys, draw your lines in. Eyes always one eye in the middle, because this is about her eyes. So this, 1, 2, 3, separate. Oops, crap. Oh, sorry, I hit the wrong thing. Let's see. And I'm trying to get the initial drawing in because I want to get this right. I want to get this looking right, guys. So we're just gonna draw, Oh, what's? Oh, sorry, I figured myself out. No, I thought I was drawing. See that black mark, guys? I just pressed too hard. So, and she got a little. I'm drawing her hair. Let's get her hair in. I'm gonna get a little, or a bow. She has a bow in her hair. Honestly, guys, this is actually it's been a while since Snow White and these kind of things are so embedded in our culture. You forget what things are from, like some of the songs and things like that. So she's got a little worm eyebrow. Not too thick, I'll fix that, but something guys with Disney characters that are very they all have like the same eyes. Even like the men, they have like these googly eyes, they're supposed to be cute characters, most of them. Even like the villains and stuff. If you notice that even like Beauty and the Beast, his eyes change when he's not as mean. So stuff like that, like subtle. If you ever want to learn how to draw Disney, see, I get her in a little bit more sharpened. Snow White. Don't worry, guys. I'm not drawing the dwarves. That's another mess altogether. But yeah, let me know what you think. Did you guys go see it? If you liked it, like I said, guys, I mean, I just didn't think it was just a good movie worth seeing. So, but then again, like it's I have to remain neutral on this, guys, because I am at the end of the day, guys. It's all about the work. It's about the art right here, and that's all I really care about on this channel. Yeah, sometimes you get my personal politics and things like that, guys. Sometimes because I'm talking when I'm doing these videos, I'm mostly talking. I'm just being myself. So I hope you guys kind of bear with me. That's kind of what my channel's all about, because that's what I'm saying, guys. If you guys I'll start my lesson early, guys. But my channel is all about being yourself, guys. Because I will say this on I'm not like a hippy dippy kind of person like be yourself, because I do believe in bettering yourself, guys. However, guys, I do believe that you should also follow your own what you want to do in life, because I've been told my whole life, guys, to do things, to go this thing, to go to college, or go this, and You know, it's always just because I've been told to do something, you know? So that's just my life, and it never really took me where I wanted to go. So that's the only thing I emphasize. I'm not saying, like, guys, if you're, you know, if you're happy the way you are, you should be, but the only kind of changes you should ever really be making are ones that better your life. But if you like who you are, you know, if you're a little quirky, you talk too much or whatever, I mean, it depends. I mean, it depends on what you're, you know, you don't want to be rude or come off as rude. Unfortunately, people just don't understand that we're all different, so. But like I said, if you accept who you are, you know, and just, you know, kind of accept, you know, if you're, it's the same thing like, you know, if you're a guy or if you're a girl, you're a little goofy. Be goofy. The world needs some more goofs in this world. There's too many people with thumbs attached to their, stuck up their rear ends. So, like, it's one thing I know people are always trying to help you guys, like, and people are always trying to give me advice on how to be, but you're just telling me how you think I should be, you know? So, that's just my, my take on things. You know, as long as you're not really hurting anyone or hurting yourself and you're bettering yourself, that's all you can really do, you know? So, that's why I always tell you to be yourselves on this channel. You know, if you're a bit goofy, guys, be goofy. Who cares, you know? So many people are so afraid to make a mistake in this world, so I can't live my life like that anymore. When someone says, like, you guys, if you go on my Instagram, I post weird stuff all the time, you know? Like, stuff that just made me laugh, you know? And people always say, oh, you shouldn't post that, or you shouldn't do this. Why not? Who's gonna hurt? Someone's gonna die from it? Nope. But I thought it made me laugh, so I thought it'd make someone else laugh. There's no, and yeah, that's the problem with this world, guys. We're all afraid of things that are, like, good for us, like, you know, nice people or jokes or something like that, you know? Everyone's too like I said, have a stick up their rear end. Anyway, let's get back to the drawing, guys. But that's my lesson for today, guys. Just be yourselves. Don't worry about what people think of you. You know, unless you're a jerk or something, and then you should change that. You should, but you know what I'm saying, guys. Like, we all have quirks and stuff that people always tell you shouldn't do this, shouldn't do that. You know, that's all I'm saying. It's, you know, you should always be bettering yourself, bettering your craft here. But if you're, you know, a little bit awkward or something like that, it's okay. You know, people don't have to always be, you know, you don't have to always be what people decide what they think you have to be. You know. Trust me, guys, you live your life trying to please others and trying to be what they want, you'll never be happy. That's my, you know... Okay, I think that's good enough. I don't like that. I got a picture of her crossing her arms, but, you know... I actually thought it would be a good pose, because, like, if you guys want to learn how to cross arms, this is all the, like, you have one arm across here, and then just have another hand poke out of here. So... little fingertips. Yeah. There we go. And then same thing with the other hand, although this one will be showing more, just kind of grabbing her other arm. So. And give the women fingers a little pointy, guys. Kind of gives them a little bit of a fingernail. Although the Disney ones are the hands are a little bit smooth because these girls are not like these women, you know, the princesses don't have too many nails. You know, I noticed in the animation they don't show their fingernails as much, so. And elbows, always thin, and then there we go. That's the shape that one. A little bit of a bosom, you know. And yes, that's the technical term, bosom. Not trying to be cheeky. You guys gotta get used to these terms. Bosom, no, that's all I know right now, but that's all I can think about right now. But, you know, there's other breasts, you know, private areas, whatever you want to call it. But we're drawing a cartoon, so, you know, get your minds out of the gutter. Oops. Give her a little bit of a pupil, and then a little shine on the pupil. Always add a little bit of a line here to add a little bit of a... Because remember, guys, eyes have shines on them, so it's a little bit of a pupil that's... Oh, wait. Keep eyes even, guys. That's why I usually use a... I'll fill that in later. Yes, on the top. Hard to capture. I'm really... God, I hope this comes out right, guys, because I'm really trying to capture the Disney, like, has always had this, you know, this gleam with their characters, you know, so to speak. So hard to capture. It looks not look too bad. I'm just kind of drawing from the cartoon, guys. You know, nothing really. I didn't want to do anything too fancy. So 9 minutes, okay. keep checking my phone. I may be expecting a call, guys, so if it cuts out, put the video back together. Okay, let's get, not too bad. Let's see, new layer, always create a new layer. Always, like I said, always start with the eyes, guys. Try to adjust the eyes a little if they don't look correct. You know, it's really hard to get this in one session, guys. So don't ever beat yourselves up because, like I said, whenever I do projects, guys, you know, this is just something, you know, that you have to keep in mind that if this looks good or bad, you know, it just depends on how much work you put in, guys, because you don't see the artist, you know, Jim Lee. I've watched many videos on Jim Lee, and he does a lot, like his streaming. You guys know who Jim Lee is, you know, another artist for worked for Marvel and DC. Fantastic, you know, one of the best. You guys probably know. But anyway, his work, you know, he does a lot of erasing, let's just say. And I've watched a few of his streams, and you know, some go to like 3 hours of him. You'd think like a drawing like him would take like a couple of hours, but I've seen it go for like 7 hours, you know, on YouTube and stuff. So just bear that in mind, you know. You got to think of art, of drawing, no different than sculpturing, guys. You know, you erase, you take apart, you add to it. Make the eyes as round as I can. Oops. Big. Whoops. Oop. Oh. Dude, what the frick? Sorry, guys. Oh. My thumb was on the wrong button. Doi. Doi. Sorry. Back to... I think I need to change the resolution on this, but that's all right. All right, this is just a quick... Oh, what the... Oh, crap. I was on the wrong layer. That's okay, guys. If you're on the wrong layer on that, that's just the drawing side, so it's not really a big deal. But... because her eyes are a little bit more round. Might spend a few more... Apologize if this video goes a little bit longer, but I really want to get this right, because... God, I miss Disney in the old days. I'll do it later. Oh, wait. I'll do this. Let me get this shape right. Just make it a little bit bigger. Hold still, will you? But God, sometimes I think there's a ghost in here that's like... I'm telling you, you know, yeah, you guys ever... a quick question. You guys ever be holding something, like a drink or your phone in your hand, and something just knocks it out, you feel like? If that's what I swear, I think there's an invisible creature, or maybe a ghost, but like some kind of demon that's you can't see, that goes around, like you'd be holding your like something in your hand, and you go to bring it to somebody or whatever, or you're just in general, then something all of a sudden you just like you jerk your hand and then it just drops. I don't know, that's my theory, but you know, I don't get it. Oops. Her eyes, her pupils kind of looking up a little, just from the picture. This the rest will just be pretty simple, guys. So get her cute button nose. Remember, oh, smaller nose on women, guys, like virtually non-existent. Yeah, you've seen me draw women before and virtually have like nothing. You know, when you don't want drawing big honking schlunkers. No, that's not the word. Honkers, I guess. I don't know, what do you call noses? Got a little bit of a lip. You don't have to darken the lips. You can still keep the lips. Don't fill in the teeth, guys, because we're just keeping it as a cartoon. But typically, lips always have a little bit darker here and then darker here. Get the shape right. Don't expect too much cross hatch in action here, guys. I'm just trying to get this more cartoony. It's all on the facial features on this one, guys. That's going to be the focus of the video. So Not too much, see, I think the mouth is a little too... Like, I know I'm spending a lot of time on her eyes, but this is something like, you know, this is more, like I said, more the facial features I'm trying to get right. So, yeah, it's a little bit better. Snow White. And oh my god, the memes have been just cracking me up, guys. I don't like... Me and my buddy just like saying each other these... They're making these songs about Snow White. Okay, still filming. Sorry, guys. Talking to myself, not talking to you. Try to get these smooth lines, but just a little. Yeah. And most of the hair, don't worry, there's not gonna be too much detail on the hair, guys. So I'm just gonna. I'll fill it. Oh, extreme close up. Whoa. Got a little bit of a strands, just add some. I'll fill in mostly with black anyway, so. Hey guys. A little bow action. I actually want to watch the original now. I might watch it on Disney Plus. I just bum off my sister. Yeah, thank you, sis. Oop. Get her hair in. We'll fill in her hair a little bit later. Get some, a little bit of strands. Go. That's the eyebrows I want. I can't wait to see the comments for this video, guys. Oh Lord. I kind of feel bad though. I feel, you know, I honestly feel bad for like, that's just how I am, guys. You know, I know there's people who are proud of that movie, and even Rachel Zegler. I won't, you know, mention too much. I'm sorry, guys, but like, you have to remember, you know, people like that, and I will say this, have been taught their whole lives. I feel bad because I do feel like it's their upbringing, and it's the culture that makes, you know, people like, especially Hollywood celebrities, that make them so, you know, kind of full of themselves. Because we used to worship celebrities. I don't anymore, guys. There's some celebrities I do like that do good things, and you know, but I've never really been like, you know, interested in Angelina Jolie's life. You know, I didn't even know like she was related to John Boyd till like years later. You know what I mean? You know, things like that. I just don't care. Even as a kid, I didn't care, except for like certain celebrities. You know. But like I used to look up to celebrities because to me, like they were like the ultimate American dream, you know. But a lot of them, you know, they put their politics and they don't like it. But I would still go, even if I didn't like, you know, their views on things. I still went to see their movies and played their video games, and you know, I never see. That's the problem, guys. That's one thing I don't like as artists, that we can't express our. You know, guys, if you guys don't like my politics, does that mean you shouldn't, you know, not watch my videos and like my art? I mean, I don't think so. I would still watch anybody's, you know. I'm just telling you that from what I understand, that you know, Snow White is just a bad movie, you know. Maybe I'll go see it for myself, but like I said, you know, that's my take on it. And we've been making fun of like the way they like, you know, the way Rachel Zegler's, you know, been behaving. But like, if it was actually a good movie, and people say, you know what, it's actually like, it's the same thing with Maleficent, you know. Oh no, I'm sorry, that too, but that's a different story. But no, what's that movie that came out? Wicked, where like I didn't like the cast. I thought there was a couple of issues. That kind of same thing. They're all smug in their own selves. But I hear Wicked was actually a good movie. So, and this place, like, should anyone's lives be canceled, guys? That's the problem with what I'm fighting against. You know, I may not talk about it much, guys, because I'm trying to build my channel, and I don't really have the audience for politics. I mean, if you guys hear a few things, but I am trying to build back this notion of like, you know, just having just this being all about the work, you know. Sorry, I stuttered a little bit, but no, because I'm trying to find the words, guys. Because you know, if you guys have put, you know, there are plenty of people who put their personal politics into art and their videos and stuff like that. You know, it's just smug people that I hate that are not appreciative of their fans. That's all, you know. unfortunately, there are a lot of celebrities who think that we'll just go see their movies, and that's what Rachel Zegler found out. It's not that there are probably people who do like the movie. Oops. Ooh, that perfect arm. Look at that. Well drawn. But what I'm saying is that, unfortunately her politics, were too much, You got to be careful. But I don't think it's right. I think people should still go see the movie regardless of their politics. But like I said, it's just a bad movie. Things are getting really different nowadays, guys. I heard that Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to cost $100, you know, and that's, kind of where we're at nowadays. I mean, why do I bring this up? Because, you know, this is just, I mean, should we buy something, these days if it's, well, I heard there's certain things about the game that are going to be, how should I say, political. So I don't know. It's up to you guys. I haven't played I never even played Grand Theft Auto 5, but I feel like that's just what's happening in entertainment. I'm trying to bring back, great entertainment. Let's see. Oh, crap. Sorry, I guess that's gonna be a long ass video. Let's just. I'll probably finish some of this. Cool. I don't like that. Let's just color in her hair and. Oops. I'm just saying, guys. There's a lot of people who are ruining entertainment for a lot of us, and just making it all about them when it should be about you guys. This channel is all about you guys, That's why I don't put my personal politics in it. But I do believe that as, as artists, we should be allowed to share our views. Just don't insult your audience. You can tell your religious or political views or how you feel about, anything. This is I don't begrudge anybody. Let me tell you something, guys. I want people of all views watching my videos. I don't discriminate. Sometimes it's funny because I was actually thinking about this because sometimes like I'll be driving on the road, guys, and I'll be like, God, I hate all people. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's kind of where I'm stuck. Because how can I hate all people, but I love you guys? But I'm sure I've probably driven next to you, and I've probably said I hate you, and I hope you crash your car or whatever, for cutting me off. It's hard as an artist when you guys are my audience. I love you all for watching my videos and checking out my books and my content, all that. But, do I like you as a person? It depends, I mean, I think I would. I think I get along. I mean, me personally, I get along with most people. I'm always chit-chatting people like at the grocery store or, I'm one of those guys. I like to talk to people, guys. When I worked at my old job, I used to talk to people all the time. I used to meet, when I worked in I think I've told the story before, I worked in a supermarket. And I talked to a lot of people who had good careers and their family, and I'd get to know some of their kids, but and some of them had really cool jobs. I met a guy who I used to carry his groceries out, and an older gentleman, and he had like a entertainment company. He did like effects on like 300 and movies like that. So you never know who you'll meet, guys. So that's my lesson today. We all got to bring each other together. That's what my work is all about, bringing people together. Because remember I said, guys, that there's firemen, there's doctors and lawyers out there who do good in this world. What good does an artist do? Well, we are the guys that when, a doctor has a hard life, he has to help give people good and bad news, But when he comes home and his kid is watching Iron Man and, and maybe he himself, he gets to be a kid again and play with his Iron Man toys or something like that or whatever, Or a comic book. Maybe he likes to read comic books, comic books, or, his kid's like, Dad, check out this book, I mean, that's where we come in, guys. That's where we, make the world better. So we do have an important role. So don't ever forget that, And unfortunately, Rachel Zegler forgot about that. That's what it's all about. It's about, it's about us. It's about you guys, That's why we do it. So I'm just gonna have a little bit, and then we can end this video. A little bit of shadows, Oh, wait. Oh, gosh, it looks like she got the crazy eyes. I'm sorry. Gotta fill in. I'll just, not perfect, but I'll probably fix this off screen. But I think let me fix the pupil. Oops. Be on the edge here. Back to real quick. I'll just fix it. Because the pupil should be kind of on the edge of the eye. The, the light catching it should be on the edge here. But yeah, sorry if I talk too much, guys, in this one. But like I said, I just like to emphasize, guys, that it's up to us to make this world a better place. I mean, people are always saying, you know, this world sucks and blah 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 and all that. Well, the world is what you make of it, guys. You know, you can choose to have a good week or a bad week. Last week, guys, you know, I said to myself, I'm not gonna have a bad week, and I didn't. You know, it's that simple. And I've been dealing with stuff. We've all been dealing with stuff. You know, I was worried my dad was a little sick, and then that was, you know, kind of freaked me out a little. But then, like I said, you know, somehow things just pull through. So, and that's what art's all about, guys. It's all about getting our minds off things. And unfortunately, there are some people who just don't understand that. So, and like above all, be yourself, guys. That's all I'll say is be yourself. So, anyway, this video went longer than I thought. Sorry, guys. It's funny because it's a cartoon character. Sorry, guys. I know some of you want me to bring back my old signature, but on these videos, I do this signature. But this one, so I finally came out with my signature, guys. I do it like this. Something like that. But we'll just leave it at that. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let's see. Not too bad, but it'll do for right now. So anyway, guys, I'm going to get up out of here, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you like and subscribe and share the video. Let me know what you guys think of my drawings, my work. And also let me know if there's any characters you want to see, guys. I mean, I'm always open to ideas, you know. And yeah, if you can help me come up with something before, then. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to be posting this. And yeah, check out me and Darkkin. We stream, well, today's Monday, and well, we stream every Monday. So don't forget that. And check out his link in the description. And yeah, guys, check out my Instagram. And like and subscribe and share the videos, like I said. And I appreciate every one of you guys. So continue being yourselves, and let's keep making this world a better place. So anyway, guys, I'm going to let you all go. So later, Gators.